Coronation Street viewers are no strangers to drama, but recent scenes have sparked a wave of concern among fans as a potentially dangerous new duo begins to form on the cobbles. All eyes are now on Betsy Swain and Brody Michaelis, as fans fear the teenage pair could be headed for trouble, both for themselves and for those around them. Since her debut last summer, Betsy Swain, played by Sidney Bernstein, has stirred things up in Weatherfield. Introduced initially as a friend of Sabrina Adetiba, it was later revealed that Betsy is the estranged daughter of DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers. Her arrival added a new layer of tension to Lisa's life, as the detective struggled to navigate her complicated relationship with her rebellious daughter. Betsy quickly established herself as a fiery and unpredictable presence. She played a key role in the Joel Deering grooming storyline, which saw Joel's carefully maintained facade unravel. Betsy's determination to speak up and stir up set her apart, even if it meant pushing boundaries and alienating those around her. But Betsy may have finally met her match with the arrival of Brody Michaelis, a troubled teen recently released from a secure training center, SCC. Played by newcomer Ryan Mulvey, Brody was introduced earlier this year as a fellow inmate serving time alongside Dylan Wilson, Liam McShane, who was sentenced to 6 months after being caught with the knife used in the fatal stabbing of Mason Radcliffe. Brody initially presented himself as a mentor of sorts to Dylan, claiming he could show him the ropes inside the STC. But it quickly became clear that Brody's motives were far more sinister. He was manipulative and violent, threatening both Dylan and his father, Sean Tully. Sean ended up on the receiving end of a beating from Mick Michaelis, Brody's father, after trying to protect his son. Now that Brody has been released, his storyline is heating up. And it's not just his own troubled past that's catching up with him. On the May 16 episode, viewers saw Brody reunited with his parents, Mick and Lou Michaelis, who recently moved onto the street. Their celebratory family dinner at Speed Doll was interrupted by Kit Green, Jacob Roberts, who happened to walk in and was visibly shaken by the sight of the trio. In flashbacks to 2007, viewers learned that Mick and Kit were once close friends who got into plenty of trouble as teenagers. Their friendship took a dark turn when Kit tried to help Mick get revenge on a shopkeeper who had insulted Mick's mom. But the real shock came with the revelation that Lou had cheated on Mick while he was in prison with Kit. The realization that Brody, now 16, could potentially be Kit's son added another layer of explosive drama to the storyline. Back in the present day, Kit is left reeling, unsure how to process this potential connection. Meanwhile, Brody is wasting no time making himself at home on the street, and it doesn't take long for him to cross paths with Betsy. On the May 19 episode, Brody spotted Betsy and wasted no time approaching her. He'd already heard about her from Dylan during their time inside, and his interest in her was immediate. Betsy, never one to shy away from trouble, was quick to respond, and their interaction was enough to send alarm bells ringing for fans watching at home. Social media quickly lit up with speculation about the duo's future. Many viewers saw the beginnings of a chaotic new relationship or alliance that could have serious consequences. Betsy and Brody. "I sense trouble, Corey," one fan wrote, echoing the growing concern. Another added, "Betsy and Brody be putting the tea in trouble, it's coming." Others were less surprised and claimed to have seen the pairing coming for some time. "Brody and Betsy is on, said it for months. Months, I tell ya," one post read confidently. Another fan predicted potential heartbreak or scandal ahead. "Way too much Betsy and Brody interaction for my liking. If Brody gets Betsy pregnant, I swear, Corey." Not everyone was critical, however. Some fans were intrigued by the chemistry between the characters. "I like these two immediately. Betsy and Brody, D and B Corey," one tweet read, suggesting a potentially compelling new storyline could be unfolding. Regardless of fan opinion, there's no denying that Brody and Betsy are shaping up to be one of Weatherfield's most combustible pairings. Both come from turbulent backgrounds. Betsy's rocky relationship with her mother, combined with Brody's violent past and questionable family dynamics, makes for a volatile combination. Their connection is likely to have ripple effects beyond their own lives. Betsy Swain, already struggling to keep her daughter on the right path, will no doubt be horrified if Betsy becomes entangled with the son of Mick Michaelis, a man with ties to her past and a reputation for criminal behavior. As the weeks unfold, viewers can expect the drama to escalate. Will Brody pull Betsy deeper into his world of manipulation and violence? Or will she outsmart him before it's too late? One thing is certain, when these two are on screen, sparks are bound to fly, and Coronation Street fans will be watching closely.